Hello everybody, welcome back to Wolfeei Extras. Today, we got a new, well, not necessarily a new type of video, but we got something new, okay? We're gonna be talking about the QSMP with a, hypothetical MCC crossover. Let me first preface that this is not happening yet. Maybe we'll be surprised, but I don't think this is happening as of what we know right now, but we can speculate. I'm just watching Sandwich Chili right now. I have to open multiple tabs this time, so there might be a little bit of downtime between me talking, because I have to look at the player list, because unfortunately I don't actually know half of these people. But let's give it a shot, okay? I did do my research. I did my research on making teams and on, or not on making teams, on the QSMP. What I used is the wiki and the canon relationships, I think, between players. I assumed if the canon relationships are good, they're probably fine, actually. So, okay, that's what we're gonna roll with. Also, there's 4 newcomers, because I think QSMP has 36 members, so there's 4 new people in this roster. All of which, okay, well, 3 of which make a lot of sense, and 1 of which is fine. Okay, here we go. Okay, off to a good start. Red team. You got Foolish Gamers with Tina Kitten. They are like really good friends in person, and then also on the server. Together with Vegeta, who I don't remember exactly what the relationship there was. I think it's with Foolish. I could be wrong. And then Luzu, who I also don't remember exactly what the relationship was. I think it's also probably with Foolish, because Foolish, it's like Foolish and Phil are like freaking magnets for people, okay? They, like, everyone loves them, and vice versa, kind of, I think. Next up, you got, what I think is A-Pierre, yes, A-Pierre, together with, let me see, Maximus 3blog, which it's just Maximus, then Antoine Daniel, or Daniel, and then Kameto, Kameto, that one, the guy on the right. Anyways, this works. I think this is just French people. I could be wrong. I don't actually think it's just French people. No, APR is French. I think Antoine Daniel is French. I think Kameto is French or Portuguese, and then the Maximus, I think, is Spanish or French. I don't remember exactly. That I made these teams like a week ago, so I don't remember. Anyways, this works. Canonically, this works, okay? So this probably works, actually. So this is another team. You QSMP fans, if there's any QSMP fans here, which I assume yes, probably a lot, you go comment on these teams, okay? Next up, this team is a little bit odd, because to my understanding, this is a team with a couple inactive players. First, you got Germán, Hola soy Germán, together with, wait, hold up, Lene, who, I don't actually remember who Lene is. I know Germán because he's like a OG YouTuber. And then they're with, Rivers, or Sammy Rivera TV, and Bullisball. I don't know how to pronounce half of these names, okay? I don't know half these people. Anyways, this works canonically, apparently. Or I think it's like 2 duos. I think Germán and Lene or something are like friends in person, or something like that. It's either them, or there was another like group of, or like a duo that actually are like friends, very good friends in person. I think it's this one. I could be wrong. Together with 2 people who I had left, who I didn't really know where to put, so I think I put them here. I think they might know each other. I mean, they probably know each other because they're on the QSMP together. However, no clue if how well the relationship is here. I have no idea. Anyways, moving on. Lime team. You see your first newcomer here. I put Jojo Solos because Jojo is, correct me if I'm wrong, I think is Venezuelan. So that's more bilingual and Spanish bilingual. So that's baller, you know. I think that would be pretty fire. Also, because I wanted to try to make these balanced. They're not balanced, by the way. There's literally no way of balancing these, because I don't know half these people, so I don't know how good they are at Minecraft. Anyways, you got Niachu, who's, I think, pretty new to the QSMP, I think. Together with Iron Mouse, and then Willy Rex, who I'm not too familiar with. Actually, not familiar with at all, let me not lie on the internet. And then Jojo Solos, who I am very familiar with. Yeah, apparently, I think Nikki and Iron Mouse are both pretty recent adds to the QSMP. I think they've like talked on the server before or something. Woodley Rex supposedly, as far as I recall, probably interacted with either Iron Mouse or Niachu on the server. I don't know who Nikki's been talking to, but yeah, that's probably the case. And then Nikki knows JoJo and vice versa. So that's good enough. I know JoJo probably doesn't know most people in the event, or at least vice versa. Maybe a lot of people don't know JoJo in this freaking roster, but who cares? I think JoJo would be a perfect fit for QSMP. Obviously, I'm not freaking Quackity. We happen to share the same name, but I'm not Quackity, so I don't make these decisions. But in this hypothetical case, I would vouch for JoJo. Okay. Also, I'm not on these teams. Just saying before anyone is curious, I did not put myself on any of these teams. Next up. Green Team. Now this team, look, also Ludwig's new. Ludwig I put in because he's also bilingual. He speaks English and French, which is, very convenient. My fellow mogul mailer, well, actually he's the original. I'm kind of a copycat, but it's whatever. I have Phil and Fitz on the same team. I think Phil and Fit have to be on the same team. I think they were already friends, I think, from SMP Earth. And then now with QSMP, I feel like they've been reunited and they're just sticking together like glue now. So that's awesome. And then I put Dan TDM because there wasn't really an extra spot that I could easily put Dan TDM on, because the people who he canonically has like interacted with already were on other teams that made way more sense together than with Dan TDM on them. And I put Ludwig there because I just needed an extra player. And I was like, this would be funny. And Ludwig knows Phil. Ludwig should know of Dan TDM. I don't know if Ludwig knows of Fit, but close enough, all right? It's good enough. So this would be pretty cool. I think Ludwig would be a really fun ad. I know, so I'm assuming the way QSMP works is Quackity just wants to get people from like their actual like native group, or like just big streamers within the community part thing, whatever, because or people that may be bilingual, because Nikki is like German and English, and then you got Iron Mouse who's huge, and then there's people who got added who I've never heard of in my life because I don't speak Spanish, or at least not very well. Anyways, moving on. Cyan Team. Yep, this one is very interesting. You got Quackity himself with Charlie Slimesicle, Wilbursoot, and I think that's El Mariana? Yes. I don't remember what the relationship here is. If I had to guess, I'm gonna guess that Charlie and El Mariana have shared an egg, or something like that, is my guess. Probably. Or maybe it's Wilbur and El Mariana, I don't know. But I know Charlie and Wilbur had to be on the same team. There was literally no way. And then Quackity is such a freaking goofball that he had to be with them as well. That was like a locked trio. And then I think El Mariana just fits. So there you go. That's one team. This would be the one I would watch because it's freaking hilarious. Next up, you got the Aqua Team. Now this is the whole inspiration behind this. For anyone curious why this is even something I'm doing, it's because Toby, Mr. Tubbo, over in the second slot on Aqua Team, asked Etoile, who I think is to the left of him, if he would want to play in MCC, or like he said like, you should be in an MCC, and then Etoile goes, it's not that easy, which he's right. He is fully correct that Etoile cannot just join MCC like that. Like it's not that simple. Anyways, yeah, this team is pretty. Actually, I'd say this team actually works really well as far as I recall, because this is Etoile, Tubbo, Tasercraft or Mike, and then the other person who just has a short name. I don't remember what their name is. I'm trying to look it up on the right side. Pack or Pecky TW. Not sure how you pronounce that, but it's Pack. Pack, Mike, Toby, and Etoile. Pack and Mike is like a duo, I think, who they could have fit on the green team, I think, as well, but Toby, I think, when he joined the server, supposedly, from what I recall from the wiki, had like a fun interaction with the other two, or Etoile, or both. This team just worked. So this is a team, would be probably hilarious. Anyways, moving on. Here's another newcomer, Skeppy. The reason he's here is because Bad has like a trio that works perfectly, and then he needs one more person. And in the wiki, on the wiki, it said that Bad talks about a hypothetical Skeppy, just like how like Wilbur talked about hypothetical Technoblade or something in the lore. Skeppy would probably be fine to be with Bad. I don't know how good of an addition he would be to the QSMP, because Skeppy is busy and also speaks just English, I think. I could be wrong. I'm so sorry if I'm wrong. However, Skeppy Bad works. Bad, that is, let me see, is that Forever? Yeah, that's Forever, or Forevitao, together with Bagheera. Yeah, Bagheera Jones. This apparently is like, these are two of Bad's best canonical friends on the server, which, I mean, I can believe that. That's fine by me. I mean, I don't really care. But that is a trio that works really well. And then Skeppy, I mean, that's literally Bad Boy Halo's best friend in real life. So then this is just his best friends, apparently. You could have put anyone here. I could have probably put, like, freaking, I don't know. Let me not name any names, because then people are going to be like, you should have put X person over Skeppy, rah! But yeah, so we're not doing that. Anyways, moving on. I think the next team has Jaden, right? Yes, okay. Oh yeah, this one also worked really well. So I had Jaden as the first person on purple team, because obviously she is purple, and I was like looking up who Jaden knows really well, and I thought Jaden would like be like that person that fits everywhere, and that is kind of true. Apparently, Jaden has is in a canonical relationship with Royer on the server, so don't take that out of context. There, I could be wrong, but this is what the wiki said. I think, if I remember, it's been a week. Okay. Anyways, Jaden and Royer works really well, I think, and then the other person is Selbit on the left, who I think is Portuguese. I could be wrong. Who also works really well with Royer and Jaden, I think, and then Phelps, I think, is the other person. Yeah, Phelps, who is also Portuguese, I think. I could be wrong. I'm so sorry if I'm wrong. But it worked, okay? Canonically, it worked. If you don't know, if you know the QSMP, you probably know why this works. If you don't know the QSMP, just understand that I looked up a wiki and it works. So that's what you get. Also, that is not Sandwich Lord. Anyways, last team is probably the most insane team you'll ever see in your life, because holy crap. It's Sprain. I think this is Missa Sinfonia, that is Rubius, and then Shadun as a newcomer. This team is nuts. Like, Spreen, I think, is literally one of the largest streamers in the entire world right now, because he's like the number one. He's from Argentina, I think, or whatever. Huge. As far as I recall, Mrs. Sinfonia is a like OG Spanish YouTuber that a lot of people have very like. It's like I feel like, I could be wrong, I feel like he's like the Dan TDM equivalent, maybe, or like a Captain Sparkles equivalent, maybe, but then for the Spanish community, I could be super wrong, but that's what I understand, I think. Rubius is huge. I mean, I knew of Rubius like years ago, just because he's huge. Like, he's literally he was one of the largest YouTubers ever for like a long time. And then Shadun, I mean, I know Shadun is pretty big, I think, in the Spanish scene. He's very, I think he's one of the front runners when it comes to Minecraft, especially in events. I feel like he's in every event, because, I mean, he's like, I don't really know if there's a comparison for Shadun in events, or in the Minecraft scene for the English people, but I think most people here should probably know of Shadun, whether that's from MCC or whatnot. Insane team. Sprain and Missa, I think, is like the Sprain. It was interesting because his wiki page was like he likes two people and then hates everyone else or something like that. It's like really odd. One of them was Missa, and there was another. I think Royer might have been another one, or that was like an iffy one or whatever. Obviously, this is all canonically whatever. So like in person, they're probably all chilling. Anyways, so Sprain and Missa duo W, and then Rubius, I think, fits on here. Maybe. I mean, he's huge, so he probably knows them. And then Shadun, I know Shadun's friends with Sprain, and then that was my only basis. And I know he's cracked, so he would be cool on there. And Shadun is also, I think, bilingual, trilingual actually, I think, in Spanish, English, and French, because I think he's French. So he would be a great add to the server, if that's what is important to the QSMP. I don't know. Anyways, let me know what you think. If you're confused about any of these people because you've never heard of half the people on here, you know, go check out the QSMP, I guess. I mean, it's actually pretty cool. I don't watch the QSMP. I just, you know, tune in from every now and then. I click on Phil's stream. I click on Jaden's stream. That's kind of it. I mean, I click on other people's streams occasionally as well when it comes to QSMP, but it's mainly Phil and Jaden because I think they're cool, or like foolish. And then, I mean, yeah, that's yeah, and then check him out if you want. For once, I think it's pretty funny. I think the QSMP is hilarious. The concept is super funny, and a lot of the people from the Spanish community and the French community and the Portuguese community, etc., who I had not heard of before, are actually pretty funny and cool people. So yeah. Also, massive props to Quackity, by the way. While doing research, I was reminded of how super insanely stacked this freaking roster of people is. Like this members list. Like, this is wild. This like tops the Dream SMP by a freaking huge amount when it comes to at least how insane it is for this roster, for this group of people to be together. Because Dream SMP was mostly, you know, funneled by a couple people. But like every single individual member on this server is like wildly famous. Which is crazy. Anyways, thank you for watching. Let me know what you think of these teams. Let me know if you want me to do any more type of stuff like this. And yeah, that's it. Okay, thank you for watching. Goodbye.